I'm Scott with Shoms Photography, and today I'm going to talk about Generation 1, Generation 3 with the zipper. I love the zipper system that are in these modifiers. A lot of people might not like them because maybe they just don't understand them. But in this scenario, what I have set up, so this is my mannequin, my test subject. I have the RB120, and if I was in a bigger room, I would have 13-foot ceilings, which in this room I only have 7-foot ceilings. So therefore it limits how big of a modifier I can use in this space. Now the RB120 is just perfect for this 7-foot scenario. I have a tripod with the camera and the lens coming through the zipper, and the zipper is zipped up all the way up to the lens. So only thing that's coming out of this zipper is the lens. Have my light set up, everything's perfect. Bring my subject in, so say my subject was right here, and I'm judging from here and down here. I'm going to capture the reflectiveness off this modifier up underneath this chin. I'm going to capture the top of this modifier to lighten up on top of the hair. So this is acting a hair light, an under reflector, and a main light all at once, being in this close. If I was further back, it's not going to give you that effect, but this way I'm going to get that effect. So let's just snap a shot. Bam. Perfect. You don't even have to have a lot of power, because right now I am at 1/32 on this 200 at this distance, and I'm getting proper exposure, and I'm getting this section right through here. So it'd be from here to here in the front. All right. That is the reason why I love the zipper system. A lot of people, if they were buying Generation 2 with the umbrella style, it does not have a zipper. It could have a zipper if it were to put one in, but it does not have a zipper. That's the reason why I like the original in Generation 3, because it does have the zipper, and it makes it more easier to use in small studios when you want a larger modifier. Now, I could put the inner diffuser in here and still shoot through the zipper, but I cannot use the outer diffuser because, again, when you're shooting through, all you're going to get is a white surface because the zipper is behind the outer diffuser. This here is set up on an Elechrome system, E-bracket, and the reason why I'm using the E-bracket is because, and an Elechrome ring is because I do love these Elechrome. I'm going to call it dim sung dish right here, even though it's not called that, it's just called diffuser. But you get it in gold, you get it in a frosted, you get it in a translucent white, and you get them in a silver. And they're not very expensive. And again, when I'm using the Elechrome Maxi Light, I use them in there. I use them in here because, again, I can slide right up in here. This does not lose any output when you put one of these in, so it doesn't change the output. The output's still going to stay the same. With using the inner diffuser, I'm going to lose a half a stop automatically. But this, I will not lose any output, because if you're using a bare bulb system like the 200, the 360, the 600, or the bi-directional new 600 and the new 400, the light comes out the side, where the older system, it only comes out the sides, it don't really come out the front. Where the new bi-directional system, it comes out the front and the sides. So if you're getting the new 400, the new 600, the light does differ in the modifier. When you are using a speed light, so if you wanted to go with a smaller speed light instead of using the 200, that's the reason why you want to use a dish, because then the dish pushes the light backwards and you're not getting the focus light off the reflector of the speed light itself. Even the round light It's still the same way. It throws light forwards. It's not a side filling light. It's a throw forward light. So when people talk about, well, can I use a speed light in the Colt 45? No. If you're using one of these, you can, but you can't use it because you're putting a reflector inside of a reflector. Same way with using a 7-inch, a beauty dish. You can use a speed light because it does have one of the dishes in front. Therefore, it bounces the light into the dish, back into the modifier, then back out the sides. Where, again, that's about the only scenario you can use a speed light inside a reflector that's going to make that reflector do anything. Another reason why I'm using the Elechrome system ring. So if I wanted to go to the chopstick with this, again, I have a Bowens to Elechrome adapter. Now with the chopstick, it really doesn't make a difference how far the chopstick is mounted onto the system. If you are shooting with a strobe in the back, that's going to make the difference of how far your tube is going to sit inside the modifier. Where this, the strobe is out here and it's bouncing into this and out. And it's not going to affect the light quality or anything. So that's the reason why I have a bunch of these Elechrome to Bowen adapters. This way I can go quick and easily and use the dishes and these, and I'm just good and set to go. Again, now the dish is in there. We'll just take another shot, and there we go. And I'm gonna, which I can't show you or you can't see, but looking at them, now it's a little golder because I put in the gold one, so the light is a little golder than the regular color of the strobe, which is daylight balance pretty much. And so this gives a little warmer tone. So it gives you, if you want to do compositing or you just want a warmer look, that'll do it. Again, if I put the inner diffuser in, it's going to change the warmth of this because Edwards diffuser covers are all set to a warmer tone than any other model or any other brands that you buy. Like Elechrome is set to a real bluish white tone. So it's actually almost a bluer color when you're shooting with an Elechrome system, or if you're shooting with the Godox system, it's actually cooler color than it is using the diffuser panels than if you were just shooting straight with the light. Again, this is the reason why I like the Generation 1 and the Generation 3 rice bowls, is all because of the zipper. I would really love to see Edward put the zipper into the quick setup version, because then that way, that one's super nice as well. Here you have your choices between the 3 different ones. All produce amazing light. They all produce pretty much the same quality of light. If you're using LED, the umbrella system, sometimes depending on how low of an output you're putting through that LED, if you're really low on the power, you might get some cross shadows from the umbrella system. But if you're at a higher output, that's just going to blow past the umbrella system, and it's not going to affect your image in any way or cast some funky shadows. But when you shoot at lower outputs with the LED system, the only time is when I notice some little cross shadows from the umbrella system inside the quick setup, where the new Generation 3 and the Generation 1, you don't have that because you don't have anything blocking in front of the light itself. Again, my name is Scott with Shoms Photography, and thank you for watching.